Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Ryan, and this is RimWorld, and we are here at the Hussar and Highmates colony. We have actually, believe it or not, started to work on the bridge, finally. Now I just need the stone. I need tons and tons of granite, and or I'll even use some sandstone and stuff, but it's got to be beautiful. That's the number one thing. Actually, I believe, don't quote me on this, because it's the first time I'm using this new technology we just researched called what's it called? Heavy bridges. Very, very interesting name. And deep water bridges. So kind of self-explanatory, but we can build them to provide passage over water and even construct heavy structures on them. So that's what we're working with. And I think what I can do in terms of beautification, once we get the bridge down, I want to say that we can come in here and no, shoot. So it won't let me put other types of flooring over the bridge. Well, that's okay. That just means the bridge itself is going to be what we look at for most of the time. So color is going to be very important then, because I'm pretty sure if we look at our structure tab here, yeah, and so if I look at the deep water bridge, which is what I need, I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's what I've been using here, but granite. This, what does it say? Wait. Remove bridge, sandstone bridge, granite bridge. All right, that's what we want. So there's really only like a choice of material. There's no choice for the design itself, which is unfortunate. But hey, like I said, we'll just have to compensate for our aesthetic needs in other areas. You know, we'll design nice looking walls and we'll have some interesting statues and stuff. But nonetheless, that's just a little tangent there. I'm really excited for this expansion because it's going to allow us to also expand our hospitality, which I've got a whole bunch of mods installed for that. We can see we've got a nice little hotel kind of up and running here a little, but I want to improve this. This is just temporary. In fact, we're going to move this, but I've got the different vending machines. We've got one for, well, we're out of Psychite tea. I need to get some production on that going. But Psychite tea is being offered over here whenever we're in stock. And over here we've got steaks and also crackers, essentially. But I don't have any of the crackers. Ooh, they just left us 3 hive pieces. Thank you. That's one of the best things about, well, not one of the best, but one of the cooler things about the visitors we get all the time is they leave us stuff constantly. In addition to the actual money they spend here, they leave us little choice knickknacks and stuff. So it's very handy. And of course, as you're probably aware, maybe not, but that does give us faction influence too with whatever faction comes to visit us. So you can see we've actually got 3 allies already, and that is simply from having visitors come visit us, guests stop by. Now let me pause it real quick. Speaking of our guests, whoopsie, sorry, a little bit of a lag spike there when we got a quest. Let's take a look at this in a second. I'm probably not going to do it, but I don't know what it is. It's a weird name. Guarding. Oh, it's probably a person. But speaking of people, this gentleman right here is our psychic bond. So he's leaving. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Oh, wait. No. He's still here. We don't have enough. He doesn't have enough friends to actually get recruited. Let's see. I probably should set everybody who can. No, not Buddy. Yeah, that's going to be our best option, really. Nah, Buddy can't do it because he's our production specialist. You set your production specialist to entertain, then nothing's going to get crafted, especially in a colony like this where we've constantly got guests. But this gentleman here, Shay psychically bonded to him. It wasn't my choice. I didn't want it to happen, but it did. I was hoping she would fall in love with old Cinder Man here, but sorry, Cindy, you're going to have to find love elsewhere. No worries. Maybe you and Lady V could hook up. That'd be cool. But let's see here. So we are working to go ahead and recruit this guy. Now, I know he's a baseliner, and that breaks all the rules of the Hussar and Highmates colony, but well, not all the rules, but just one of the core rule. But, I mean, we're going to make the exception because I've already gone through this once where one of our visitors fell in love with Shay or vice versa, and she psychically bonded to him, and I murdered that person. He's, in fact, buried right over here. Inepis is his name. contains Inepis, the farmer. He's dead, and I did that intentionally to try and break the bond. Well, it did definitely break the bond and get her to fall in love with Cindy here, but just didn't work out. In fact, we almost lost Shay thanks to it. I mean, she went wild and everything else. We had to lock her in prison for a while, but I promise this will be one of the last baseliners that we get, but who knows when we're going to recruit him. It's not going to happen anytime soon because he's leaving. Currently, he is leaving now, and I don't know when he's coming back. I really don't. What's most unfortunate about the situation, and this is why I originally tried to get rid of the other guy, was because now she is going to have the Psychic Bond distance debuff. And so, as you might imagine, whereas right now with the Psychic Bond, she's getting a little boost to her consciousness and all the other things that entails, well, she's going to get a reduction in consciousness when this old boy here leaves the map, as he's just about to do. And it's pretty much permanent until he returns. So, it stinks. But we're going to work with it. We're going to get him back. We're going to recruit him. We're going to have a baseliner here. And I don't know, maybe one day I can turn him into a Hussar. We get the genetics researched, and I'll make my own xenogerm thingy, injector, but I'll just name it Hussar. We can do that. Although I hadn't really planned on doing too much into the actual tailor making of genes. We've already got the growth vats going, so I can grow people quickly. But genetically, I was kind of hoping, that the colony is just a generational colony, so to speak. So most of our inhabitants will have like genes that they've inherited from their parents, but which is the case currently. We've got every person here except for Strong, Cinderman, Shay, and Shepherd are descendants. Most of them are descendants of Shepherd and Old Strong, who, by the way, is pregnant. So we're looking out for that, guys. Oh my God, look at this. I'm gonna have to get to bionics. We've got to work on it. Currently, I'm doing deep drilling, which is important. But man, oh man, I've got a whole tree here for prosthetics. Yeah, look at this gloriousness. So it's very nice. It's collected all these over here. These are the tech print ones we'll need to buy tech prints for. There's, I think, a few still in the main tree, probably. Ultramech Tech. No, I think it might have relocated all of anything bionic or prosthetic. I think it relocated to this. It's a good mod. I've forgotten exactly what it's called. Once I get an item or two, I'll show you. Actually, I think I have one. Check it out. Surrogate lung. Is that an item? Yeah, expanded prosthetics and organ engineering forked. So in case you're interested in just the standalone mod, that's what I'm using as we get into prosthetics. There's another one for combat too, but if you're using the mod collection itself, there's a link down in the description too if you're interested in that, by the way. So check that out if you just want to play with the whole collection. But all right, we're just going to monitor as things go. Let's check out our quest here. Ooh. Now this might be interesting. Of course, Daniela. What are you, Daniela? A baseliner. Get out of here. No, thank you. But the Silent Neuroformer's good. Sick with blood disease can be slowed. Wait, okay, so we just need to keep a prisoner for 14 days? Yeah, that's good. She's got blood rot, though, so we've got to keep her treated, but I'm going to accept this because this is basically a free psi level. Yeah, that's good. That's real good. Okay, so boom. Let's get him. What was it, 14 days? That's really not even that long. For some of these quests, I've seen them up to like 20 to 30 days and stuff. There we go. I'm in fact going to jump in and wait. Yeah, I'm going to set the medicine up. Did it say? It says she's a captured space refugee. Okay, yeah. She's a prisoner, right? Yeah, okay. We're good. So now we've got a little quest we can work on. And I'm going to keep track of everything, guys. Let you know when something exciting pops up. Man, oh man, guys, I tell you what, this freezer's looking a little bit low to me. I don't like the looks of this. I'm not sure what our people are eating right now, but I think it must be the steak. It doesn't say low food, because I don't think we necessarily have low food. We got plenty of meat. I've got them out there hunting. As you can see, we got some animals on the hook, or one at least, but damn. Yeah, that's not good. It kind of got away from me, and it's really because I'm not doing enough produce. Now, as you can see, we've got meat, but I mean, literally the season just started for growing. They haven't even completed it all. So honestly, I think I need to pull back on some of the drugs. I went really heavy on that early, which is good, but now we're up to 84 goju. So I think for two goju addicts, it's probably enough. So what I'm going to do is, since we've already got part of this done, let's pull this back a bit. I need to be careful not to shrink the wrong zone here. So I'm going to probably just turn this into like potato, or actually, you know what? There's an option here with the mod set that I have. Let's go into the grow zone. We can do some early fruit, believe it or not, at this point without having to research a thing. So let's get that. And it's actually, I don't know why, it's really good fruit. It's called the pincushion cactus. So let's get this whole little set right there. There it is. So if we take a look at this, course, this particular fruit comes, and a lot of the other stuff you'll see me grow, like barley and stuff, comes from the VGP vegetable garden mod. And this particular fruit, like I say, you don't need to research anything. We could later on come into our vegetable garden tab and go for agriculture 2 and then agriculture 3, which will open up all the fruits and stuff. But without any of that, we can just select the pincushion cactus, and this thing's pretty amazing because, number one, whenever the pawns eat food that has fruit as part of the ingredient, they get a little bonus to their mood. So it'll say my dinner or whatever, my meal contained fruit, and that gives them, it's like a 2 or 1 buff. It's pretty small, but it's, you know, it's good. Every little thing helps. It's like wearing their favorite color. So we're going to go for the pincushion, and on top of that, it has a pretty good shelf life. Now we'll be freezing ours. It's going right into the deep freeze, but I think like normal shelf life unfrozen or refrigerated is like 20 days for a piece of fruit, which is pretty incredible. So once we get some actually harvested and stuff, I'll show it to you. We'll select it and we'll look at more of the details of it. Well, unfortunately, I have to keep my inner door closed right now, which makes my trap funnel pretty much totally ineffective. And if we get a raid that attacks immediately, it's going to be kind of annoying because I'll probably start to go for the walls or something. But I have to keep it closed. We've got a wild thrumbo inside the compound. This boy right here, this lady, she got out of the barn. I guess one of the other animals let her out when it exited through there somehow. But she's the last one. You can see she's got the tame icon. So hopefully Shay will get that taken care of. She is our best handler. Oh, yes, Lady V. She's not even set to it because she's actually got a negative. I shouldn't have given her that passion, but that was my bad. But nonetheless, let's see. Clarissa is at a 5. She's getting up there. So I think you need to be a 10 or higher to handle. I know you need to be 10 to actually tame them. So we're just waiting on Shay. We'll see if she can get this sucker tamed before the next raid comes on. Whoa, man, check it out. We are getting tons of thrombos. This is crazy. It's just 3 of them, but wow. We don't even need them. I mean, as we just saw, I've got Wild Thrumbo in my compound here wandering around. I'm pretty sure he can't get through the fence, which is actually incredible. I don't know, though. I'm a little nervous, but you know what? I'm just going to open this. If he gets out, that's okay. You know what? We're going to hunt this, though. I'm kind of going on a hunting spree anyway. I'm getting a bunch of stuff brought in to the freezer because I'm anticipating a big harvest, you know, so we got to get that stew cooking once we do. In fact, I got a second stove running, so let's go ahead and copy. I'm just going to copy everything here and paste it. Boom, right there. Look at that. Now, where's the Psyche tea? Let's move this up to the top right there. All right, so yeah, we do have a second cook who can start to make stuff for us. I'm also going to set up a few orders here. Unfortunately, we don't have milk. Now, I can make some with beans, but we're not going to go into all that. I will grind up some flour and some sugar. Wait, why can't I grind sugar? Maybe it's because I don't have any. Huh. Yeah, it's probably because I don't have any available, but no worries, no worries. I'm getting distracted. The whole point of this right now is to murder these 3 thrumbos. Actually, let's take a look at them. Age 34 female, 116, 27. Interesting. So yeah, I mean, essentially, this is how we captured the thrumbos that we have. is by, I used a psychic shock lance on ours. In fact, one or two of them I think have brain scars. Yeah, because of the shock lances, which is okay. Totally irrelevant when you're talking about thrombos, really. But these guys here, that's just superfluous. I didn't expect them to show up. This is great. We are going to stick him in our freezer, though. I mean, and Buddy is going to make some really stellar cowboy hats out of them, too. Let me tell you what, because, yeah, we've been using those for trading purposes. It's working out pretty well. But let me get everybody set up in place. I didn't even know if I want to bring Strong on this party. Tell you what, we're going to do this the old-fashioned way. Oh, look. I need to change Strong to Child Strong here, the name. So Arslan, yeah, if we, for whatever reason, I need to put it as his nickname. Otherwise, it names him by the last name, I think. So yeah, we got Arslan now. He's equipped with a weapon. We're going to put him here in the safe box. And we're going to get everybody else up here too. Let me make sure that Shay, Shepard are inside the compound. Very good, because the other ones are locked to the home zone. All right, so once everybody gets in place, I'll have Cinderman come out here. He's going to inject a little go juice, and we're going to do a little running and gunning with this group of thrombos. Okay, here we go. Now, this is incredibly dangerous. All right, we got one of them to come, which is totally fine. I don't need all three of them. It would have been kind of nice to get them all in one go, especially since obviously we're going to be okay here. But we'll just draw one at a time. And look at this. Strong, super slow. Heavily pregnant. And, of course, she's missing a leg, a middle toe, a kidney. God, I got to get on top of those prosthetics. You know, while we watch the thrombos get murdered, let's go into our prosthetics and set. It's only 600 to start. So, yeah, I mean, at the very least, I could get her just a leg, you know. Damn, they down that thing so quick. Wow, that just goes to show you what the offspring of Hussars can do, especially when you give them some masterwork SMGs. So, wow, that was quick. Yeah, let me go ahead and grab him again. He's got the Go Juice and also has the highest or the best range of anybody else, so he can get the best run on him. But there we go. We're just going to rinse and repeat a couple of times and bring these guys in, get them in the deep freezer. Oh, well, Randy's being especially good to us. Will you look at that? As soon as I triggered the last and final thrombo, we got ourselves an exotic goods trader show up. It's a trade ship, which is amazing, and I'm pretty sure that they'll buy our thrombo horns. I've already got two. I've already got two saved up. Man, that's so huge. And not to mention, I don't think they'll buy the clothing itself, but they might actually just buy the regular textile, like the thrombo fur. I'm not sure, though. I'll have to double check that. Obviously, we're going to wait until we get all three. Where is it? Oh, dear God, no. It's going through the trap funnel. What? Why? The door's closed. For a second, I thought it was open. You jerk. He just wanted to do that. Just to poop on my Cheerios right there. That's what the thrombo did. He's like, if you're going to kill me and my whole family, well, I'm going to knock out all your traps. You know what? We're doing this the old-fashioned way. Let's get the whole gang up. All right, Buddy and Shay, you guys are free. They were trying to sneak out the compound while thrombos were enraged. But look at him. Look at that jerk. He's like, I'm going for all of them. He's going to hit every single trap. Look at that. What a jerk. All right, it's time for some much-deserved revenge. Oh, holy God. Okay, they downed him real quick. Good. Whew, it took forever, but we managed to get all three thrombos, so I'm going to release everybody. Poor old Strong. She's wading through the river over here while she's second trimester pregnant. That doesn't feel good, does it? But anyway, like I said, I got to make sure that our boy here, that Shepard gets these things butchered real quick, and then we're going to do some serious trading. Okay, well, here we are. I've gone through, and I mean, with these exotic goods traders, there's so much I want to buy. You know, I just can't afford everything that I want here, but I did manage to sell well, we can look over here on the right side. I sold the thrombo horns, the high pieces we were gifted, 250 Thrumbo wool, which is worth quite a bit. This is 14 silver for a single piece of wool. And like I said, 215 times 14, so do the math. And a stallion and a donkey. I had them actually set to get butchered because we don't need them now that we got Thrumbos and stuff. If I do any caravanning, it'll be with Thrumbos. But this is what we're getting. Some Neutronamine components for days, Glitter World, and of course the Shock Lances. I could go into deficit and buy some more stuff like another animal pulsar, but I've already got 2. Actually, I've got 3 of those. Yeah, and there's a few things to train. Unfortunately, there's no skill trainers. These are all for psi abilities, but that's okay. So that's what we're going with, folks. Decent trade right there. Just the necessities, you know. And you'll notice that I really like to stock up on these shock lances. I mean, for one thing, we got a bunch of kids who are going to eventually grow up, and so we're going to need them, but I mean, they're just the most helpful things, having plenty of these around. Look at this. I've already got 2 shock lances. So now that's going to be 3 plus an insanity lance. I love it. You know what I'm going to do? Let's see. God, they're already carrying so much stuff. She's got 2 guns on her, one for distance and one for close-up. Nice close and personal stuff, but I think I'm also going to force her to pick up the shock lance too, because she's currently wearing a shield belt, which a ranged shield belt, which is amazing. So is he. He's got a triple threat rocket launcher on him, so let's just let him chill. Lady V is actually carrying an insanity lance, so all right, we'll let that go. I think that's good enough, but I wonder if the Highmates can use shock lances. I'm going to try that, because it's not lethal. I mean, I guess, is it technically violent? I don't know. Disabled. Shepherd is incapable of violence. Okay, so that answers that question. I guess I'd rather have him carry around the ammo belt, even though that's totally useless too. Honestly, what I need to make is one of those medical bags, which comes with the same mod that opens up these, but I think that might be a research that I don't have yet, so, or at least it's under a production table I don't have too. So I'll look for that eventually, but poor old Shepherd, he's got no accessories, man, just to show off with his wonderful red color. Okay, well, we've got good news and bad news. Good news is we got our first harvest of rice in, so we can start on some of those, well, maybe shish kebabs. But the bad news is the old Thrumbo got over the fence. I was hoping he'd stay in the pen, but he didn't. Sorry, keep calling him the wrong gender. But eventually she is going to find her way out that door right there. I'm tempted to close it again, because I know it's just a matter of time before Shay does her job, right? She's responsible for taming all 3 of these girls and boys right here. And yes, I realize that technically I don't need that 4th Thrumbo, but it would be nice to have a 4th one fully grown. You know, because these babies, man, because these 2 are pregnant, by the way, but these babies do take forever to get fully grown. And no, I have not looked up the age pill mod yet to see if there's a way to force... Oh, look, she's trying. She failed. Tame failed. 8.1 chance, yeah. I mean, it's pretty low, but it is good training, if nothing else, you know. So I'm not too stressed about that. No, not a bit. The thing I'm more stressed about is where we're going to put the rest of our rooms and stuff. Because this area is kind of taken up for... I've got this reserved to be our... Well, I was thinking inventory or like, where I put the trade beacon. That's what I was thinking first, because this room fits a trade beacon perfectly. It's the reason I built it like this. But now I'm thinking we might do something like our dining room / rec room in here, because combining them is advantageous. And of course, having it so close to the bedrooms and centralized is going to be helpful. I think I might actually turn this area into some rooms. Do another block of 6 like this, just like this. Kind of mirror that, but over here. You know, and then between the 2 of them, once I get rid of the windmills, I'm going to have some bathrooms set up in this general area here. But I'm just kind of going over the future plans, you know, brainstorming, as it were. Our prisoner is still doing strong. She's okay, healthy, minor. That's what we want to watch out for, is the extreme blood rot, you know. Now, let's see. How's our medicine situation. I've got 16. I guess I could just look at my menu. I've only got 16 regulars, so that's pretty rough. I think now that we've treated her probably a few times with the good stuff, I'm going to reduce it to that, but I'm keeping an eye on her, so don't want to let her fall too far behind. And yes, we have grilled kebabs, folks. So they're no longer eating, I don't know what they were eating, probably the steak, yeah. He's been cooking a lot of grilled steak. In fact, I think I'm going to suspend. Let's see, there it is. Oh, okay, it's already suspended. I'm going to suspend the hardtack as well. That's intended for our guests, basically, but it's using a lot of the rice that we need to eventually make stew and more complex recipes. Huh. Well, take a look at that. Our psychic emanator actually can break down and require components. That's interesting to me. I mean, we can't make these. We don't have the knowledge of how to construct one, but we know how to repair it. So good on you, buddy. Good job, my friend. But yeah, that's interesting. Of course, we got that from a quest, which unless you have certain mods installed, that's the only way to get that. And there's a few other items like that in the game, which you just simply cannot build, like the infinite chem fuel reactor or the vanometric power cell. So if you encounter certain items like that as quest rewards, I highly recommend trying to get those, but it's not always worth it. I mean, the game will throw quests at you, which if you accept them, will probably ruin your colony. So you just got to really be careful, because it does throw some nasty things at you occasionally. Oh, there it is. She did it. Look at that. The Thrumbo has been successfully tamed. Good job, Shay. And some visitors have shown up. Okay, it's very important to keep that door propped open. So let's go into our animals tab. What a success. There we go. So the Thrumbo are all locked in the barn, at least until they get trained well enough to do some hauling, which is going to be a while, but that's okay. It just makes it easier for our trainer. They don't have to traipse around the whole compound trying to find their target. All right, so here we've got a Hussar. Too smart, psychically deaf. So I'm really looking for, actually a female Hussar would be amazing right now. Maybe Cinderman would hook up. I wouldn't mind some more purebred Hussars. That'd be cool. But I'm looking for a shooting specialist and somebody who I can just like strap to a research bench year round. Because right now our best researchers are basically seasonal because they're always planting during the growing time. Damn, that's a good pawn right there. All right, we're only looking at Hussars, though, or Highmates, but they never send Highmates at us, so those are the rarest of the xenotypes. One of the rarest, in my opinion. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. Is there a xenotype that you see even less frequently during your visits like this than the housemate? Because for me, I mean, I see genies all the time, it seems like. I see dirt moles, but I never see Highmates, and it's a sad thing. Hussars are like a very regular type of guest, too. I see them quite a bit. So what I think I will do, since it does take usually multiple visits, I guess we'll set her. So this category right here is to make friends. The first one is just to be entertained, so they have a good experience. We'll get like factional influence. They'll leave a gift, and they'll come back, since these are all checked. But this is the second category, is what allows us to make friends and then recruit. So they need to have a certain number of friends before we can recruit. Now, I think like for this one, no, I thought it says we have, this one has 7 of 4. Feel like that should be enough to recruit them, but that's okay. I guess some people just might not be able to. Maybe if he's not unwaveringly loyal. I don't know. It's a mystery. I don't have all the insight into the hospitality mods, but they are still very functional and they work really well, and I enjoy them a lot. So I hope you guys are also enjoying the series so far. Hit that like button if you are. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I hope you'll consider doing that today. And also a big shout out to my Patreon supporters. Thank you guys so much. It really means the world to me to know you guys are out there and have the confidence to support me. So thank you all for tuning in, and I will see everybody on the next one.